Dun, da, da.
What was that?
So I do have new products that I'm going to show and tell
Yay.
about.
Exciting.
Yes, they
Can I
come
see?
out next week officially. Hi, girl. And so I'm going to show you guys, tell you my scoop on them and the details. And then if you have questions, feel free to ask. Um, so as always, the products come out if you did PCP or if you did were a star last quarter on the 10th of September. So that's tomorrow. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Ha, imagine that. Okay. So they're accessible tomorrow and then for everybody on the 15th, which is next week sometime. So whatever day the 15th is, and then everything launches on websites on the 16th. So we have a really good lineup of some new stuff and some good stuff. I'm excited. I've already put all the pictures in boards, so if you looked in there, you've already found them all, but I do have them here to show you. And then the catalog, same thing. It comes out on the 16th. Like it becomes active on the 16th. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but um, it is for fall and holiday. So they kind of shifted our plans now. Instead of trying to do 5 books, it's just 4 books. And then I don't know when the next one comes. There's like a weird jog in the time frame before our next book comes out. So it might be November or it might be December. I'm not sure, to be honest. But when it comes out, it comes out. So if Jen was here, she would know. She's doing much better about details these days. But this is the book, and this is actually the new updated retinol product. Somehow I forgot to order it or something. It didn't come in my box. So I can just show you. It's retinol zero point 0.3. The point is to use it, not take it. Use it every day with no retinization process. So no more calming milk. Most people should not have any kind of irritation. So they dialed back the strength a little bit so that you didn't have to do any retinization process and you can use it every day. So, so far I've been seeing chatter, and women are really liking it, feeling like it's doing really great. Um, so price point, I was looking for that earlier and I couldn't find it for my customers, but I'm going to find it now so I can tell you all uh, how much it is. 70, 70 for retinol. So that's awesome. That's a good palatable price where the set, was 120. Even if it was worth it, that's nice to have. So that is the first addition and new change. So the point 0.5 is phasing out. If you love it, grab yourself some. I did because I like it and I enjoy it. But then you can obviously switch over. And for customers, the selling point is they don't have to worry about irritation and they can just use it every day without fail. Don't have to think about it or remember or track days or anything like that. Um, so that's retinol. Then we have 2 shadow palettes that are 6 colors. This is similar to the palettes we've been having in the fall times. What I like though is this one has a mix of matte and shimmer. So 2 nice brown tones. And then we've got our shimmery colors. And I will say that the lighter shimmers aren't heavy pigment. They're more sheer, at least I have found. So a little bit more sheer on these, and then these are nice, rich matte browns. I haven't done a whole lot with this one, I'm not gonna lie, the reddish color, but fun, fun palettes. We have 2 for this season. Inner Fire, which is more of the tones for the darker skin, and thought I was thought I was organized. Come on, where's my pages? There we go. Um, and Outer Glow. So this is Outer Glow. This is more of the lighter skin tone palette. And then Inner Fire are just the deeper, darker. Um, but yet I think probably both have potential. So if you enjoy your eyeshadows, they have some really pretty combinations in the lookbook. So you can kind of take them. And of course, these will be all available online too on the 16th. So you can pull from these, guide people if they want to try them. So those are limited edition. So once they sell out, those will be gone. But I like that they've mixed mattes and shimmers. I feel like prior we were getting like all shimmer, and it was like, I don't even know what to do with all of these shimmery colors. So this is much more, you can mix and match, you can get different looks from the same palette instead of, okay, this is all pink or this is all orange. We've got the pretty different tones. So that's this, and it's 40 for the set of 6 with the mirror, which is handy. There's my ring light for y'all. Okay, so that is the palette. If y'all have questions, you can either put it in the chat or just raise your hand, you know. Hey, I have a question. Okay, so body wise, the Confidently You fragrance that I love so much. Love. It's my favorite one we've ever had. I wear it almost every day. They have a silkening body oil to come as a pair product. So if you've got women who like their body products, who like, especially in the winter, want to avoid the dryness, it's an oil or it's a silkening oil, dry silkening oil. So it doesn't make your skin slimy, but it has way more hydration properties. I should undo it for y'all. So it just looks like this, but it smells amazing. So
Do
if
you
you're
mix
like
it with your
coordinate,
lotion? Like, do you just mix it with lotion?
so really you can do a few different ways. You can use like a cotton round and rub it in. You can squirt it onto your fingertips and go like that. Kind of whatever works for your style. But all you do is apply it for a silky sheen and a lovely smell. So
And what's the fragrance again? Confidently You.
Confidently You. Yep, it was a new fragrance this past year, and a lot of people have been comparing it to a Dior one, like a $300 fragrance. I will tell you, I do not care about fragrances enough to follow other brands. That's just not my world. But apparently, it resembles really fancy ones that cost a whole lot of money. And I do absolutely love this one. Love. It's in my bathroom and I wear it, and I ordered an extra one to have on hand because I don't want to run out if it goes away. So that is a silkening oil to pair with it. So could be a fun kind of holiday thing or just for your ladies who definitely don't want to be dry in the holiday season. Okay, next, these are familiar in a way. We had back in 2020 pH balancing lip balms. They were tinted. These are not pH balancing, but they are tinted lip balms. So I have on the berry. That's all I put on. It's the berry lip balm. I love it. I'm always a sucker for berry. It looks like it would be very dark and very bold. Just not. Just
I love that because I'm a chapstick person and I don't wear lipstick. Um, Lipstick just feels too bold for me.
hmm.
I don't know why. Probably because I don't wear
Yeah.
a lot of makeup.
Yep.
So I love that option for
If
sure.
you're not used to it, it really can feel
Yeah.
crazy jumping off your face. So grab some of these. They are wonderful. They feel really good on the lips. They're not thick, they're not sticky. Hey, I will come and help you when I'm done. Promise. Then we have Coral Blaze. It's just a peachy tone, softer for sure. It doesn't even pop as much as this one, but it's pretty, very forgiving. And these are both 20. So, really fun for people who do want simple, easy, throw on and go tones. So, hydrating, moisturizing, tinted. See if there's anything else I'm forgetting to tell you. Let's see. It has jojoba oil and almond oil. So, so yeah, hydration all over it. And those are tinted lip balms. So I'm excited and enjoying those. I've been finding myself running to them a lot. Then we have 4 cream blushes. Yes, you can, but you need to be quiet. 4 cream blushes. If you guys remember, we had these 2 or 3 years ago in 4 tones, and they're really cool. And we have 4 again this year. So soft buff is very nude. Like I couldn't really tell. I don't know who exactly needs this shade. I'm not gonna lie. Christina, do you have any suggestions? I don't know who would want to wear nude on their cheeks.
Um, no, I was actually even thinking of lips and eyelids, like
Yes.
playing with that.
I should
But
try it on the eyes. That's a good
yeah,
call.
Wonder if you could almost use it as a concealer. Wonder what it would do as a
I
concealer.
think it's too sticky. Like like
Yeah.
to even to use it on your eyelids, you have to use a powder
Hmm.
after.
Yeah. It's very, I mean, it's cream. So
Yeah.
very moist. You'd have to see how it dried.
Mhm.
But anyhow, try it, play with it, have fun.
Yeah.
I have one here if you want to borrow mine and play with it. Ellie, you got to give mama just a little space, okay? And then we have passion fruit, which is a pretty pink tone. I have that on today. I know it's hard to tell, but just pretty pink tone. Let's see. I squirted out way too much this morning. That is enough. Like that's all you need. And I had like a whole puddle in my hand. It's lovely. Then we have Coral Kiss, which has that little bit of a peachy tone. I love it. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. And then we have Pink Stars, which is more of that mauve tone. So
Okay.
honestly, these look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Coral,
They
Pink
do.
Stars. Very, very similar, but it's more mauve than the coral one. Yeah, this one still has the label cover, so I won't open it, but they are gel cream blushes. Tiny bit goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Just do do. And then you can go like this, or you can use a brush and blend it in. It's forgiving, but like a little. You don't need much. So they
Yeah.
last a long time. And I have put this on my lips. So it's more, it
Yes.
gives you kind of a matte lip color. It's pretty. I'm not going to say it stays on forever and ever. It doesn't on the lips, but it's pretty. And just gives you something fun, something different, or coordinating like cheeks and lips together. It's pretty.
Or if
So,
you're looking for like just a few products to keep in your purse, you can use that
yes.
for multiple ways.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
And is it like, would you say it's pretty like super pigmented, like for somebody who's looking for a bolder
Hmm.
blush?
Yes. Yep. So you can do them super light. If you just do a tiny bit and you blend it, it's going to disappear, but you can get a lot of pop. Like you can get way too much pop if you are heavy-handed. So very versatile, very versatile. So I was excited that with what we have, because just good, easy to use, quick, versatile products for this fall. Any questions? Let me make sure, but I think that's everything. Oh, holy cow, I forgot because I've had these for a while. Concealers. New concealers. Yes, I forgot because I got these quite a long time ago. Um, there is some really neat stuff in the book where you can see them deal with some significant redness with different layering and then like with lighter skin tone brightening. So I know it's hard to see, but they have some really great tutorials for how to apply it. Um, and they have vitamin E. They also have licorice extract, which reduces discoloration. So it is a healing product. Like you wear it and it makes your eye improve as you have it on. So I wish I had them in here. I might run and get them, but they're little tubes with a little the point. So no more doe foot applicators. It's just you dot it on and then you can use the cream color brush to blend it in. And what I love is you have deep peach and light peach for the under eye corrector. So we're able to help more skin tones because the last one, it was just, you know, um, it was just white people, which actually, now that I look at this, that is what they're doing here. They put on this deep peach and then covered it with concealer. Like I have, it would be scary to me to attempt that, but that's what they're doing is creating brightness in different skin tones. You can't really tell, but see how she has a lot of that darkness under her eyes. The after effect is it looks completely normal. And so they're showing where you can use two products to create that. So if you've got somebody with significant challenges, you can really work with this and help them. The boxes, yes.
Is it just
Um,
for under eye, or can you use it like I have melasma, on my forehead and stuff? Could it be used in
yeah.
that area too?
You can try the different combinations. So under eye corrector is typically pigmented for purple blue for that bruisey kind of color, where your forehead is probably going to respond better to like a beige or an ivory, which we do have. Let me see if I can tell you the lineup. We have more shades and a lot of differences. So we've got the deep and the light peach, which is for under eye, and then we've got three tones for each concealer tone as well. Light one, light two, light three, medium one, medium two, medium three, and deep one, deep two, deep three. You've got the yellow and you've got the more golden and a lot of variation there.
Wow, I love that. I need
And I don't
that.
know if it's forever, but we have samples. So get you some samples, even if it's for 2 years from now.
Right, right, right.
I have samples of these in my house right now that I got. And so you can get samples. Um, Especially like the under eye corrector. Like, yes, thank you, Mary Kay. We need samples of these that you can send and let someone try them. So that is, I can't believe I forgot about those. It felt like they came at a different time. I'm wondering if I got two boxes. I don't know, but I've been playing with those as well. Good light texture, really, really nice on just all new shades. So I will say, medium two was way too dark on me. It was like orange on my eye. I was like, whoa, I haven't had this before. It was quite off. So you do want to get your color right because it'll it'll show. So, Jeanette, I haven't greeted you, but so glad you're here. And do you guys have any other questions about the new products?
Janetta, we can't hear you, sweetie. You're muted.
Oh, yeah, you're muted.
I'm excited to get the new book. I hadn't got it in the mail yet.
Yeah, it'll come in the next week, probably. Should be. So I'm excited for y'all, and I think it'll be some good stuff. We do have our mint bliss with socks, as
Hmm.
always, but they didn't do a whole lot of gifty things, and I'm kind of glad. Just don't feel like you have to carry or hurry or rush. The stuff we already have are great gift options. So, okay. So, that's what I have for product updates for new stuff. Christina, do you have something for us tonight, product wise?
Yes. I wanted to just show how I do my eyes in a very natural way. You know me. I mean, I can go all in, or I can do, just a daily look, but kind of do it from the basic and maybe just adding on a little bit more, just so you know what to do with your eyes depending on what you like. So let me see if I can get my light closer to me. I just moved everything here in my office and I didn't think of the light. So let's see if this works. Maybe you can see me better. Okay. So one thing that I learned from Jess is that you do your eyes and then you do the rest of your face. Because if you spill, or, if you need to fix things, then it's easier than if you have already applied your foundation. So excuse my sweaty hair. I'm going to show you what I do,
Look
what I
great.
do first. So the first thing I already did actually, I try to apply a creamy eyeshadow, or I do actually the our liquid eyeshadow. It can be it can be the light beam or the sand dune, because it is a perfect base for your eyelid. What you want to accomplish is to really see the colors that you're applying. Because when you apply the eyeshadow right on your eyelid without doing anything prior, is that you might not see the color that you're applying, because of course that skin is not normally like the same color of the rest of your face, or sometimes it's reddish, or you can kind of see your veins. So what we want to do is just to create a canvas, like you want it to be even the same color, right?
And
And after
Christina,
that,
you prefer to use the liquid shadow for that versus a
yes.
foundation or something?
Well, I think a foundation can work, but I like something even lighter than the rest of my face. And I love the liquid eyeshadow, because I feel like the when I apply the regular powder shadow, um, it stays there longer. So yeah. So one thing I didn't know how to do before Mary Kay is how could I make my eyelid deeper, like how could I, because I always used to apply my makeup with just closing my eye like that, and then I would open it and then I didn't see anything. So we have to get used to putting makeup on with your eyes open. I mean, you close and open, but you're seeing what you're doing. So the first thing that I do, if I'm in a hurry and I want just to look well put, I use the same contour for my eyes. So it can be, I have here, I think this is the latte one, or you can use an eyeshadow, a little darker eyeshadow, if you want to accomplish like a more done eye. If not, if what you want to accomplish, if what you wanted to create is just more depth, the contour is perfect for that. So I use my all over. I'm sorry, my throat is just killing me. I just use the all over the eye brush, and I just dab a little bit, and then I do this just to get rid of the um excess. And then with my eye open, I go from the outside towards the inside, just to create that depth that I'm talking about. And then in the corner, I can just do this towards the corner of the eye, just to create like more like lifting the eye a little bit. So if it's just a daily look, this is what I do. I mean, nothing crazy. And I go like that. And then you can already see how the eye looks more, this side looks lifted, right? So you could just do that and of course apply your mascara, or you can add on. So let's say I don't know, I have a meeting with someone, or I want to look more, I want to wear more makeup. I love to combine a little shimmer for the middle of the eye, and then something lighter for the inner corner of the eye. That brightens your look. So I just go and do this for the center. And the nice thing about this technique is that you can use any color. What I do is that the color that I apply in the center, I want it to be a little lighter because it pops your eyes. Like it really looks nice. And then I just go and I'm using the same brush. I just use the other side and that's how I go. And of course, I mean, you can clean it with a towel just a little bit and then or use multiple brushes. It's up to you how you want to do it. It just works. And then I go on the inside just to create that glow. And you can see the difference between one eye and the other. And then another thing that just taught me that I love, that I have never stopped doing, is just I use eyeshadows as eyeliner. So I use this brush and I apply a little bit of my finishing spray. It's almost done, so I just put my brush inside because I mean I just have a little bit left. And then I grab a darker eyeshadow and just do like the outer corner of the eye like this from the outside towards the inside and just towards the center, just like that. And then under, I need to see the mirror. Just like that. And then you can see how the eye already looks lifted. And of course, you can add on to this. You can add a different color. You can do the eyeliner all over the eye, or you can go up with a cat eye. But this is the basic, the base to do more. Like you go from here to heavier, or you stay like this and you will be wonderful. So sometimes I do this and forget to wear mascara. It's like I'm out of the door and I'm like, okay, I feel naked. But doing this, I mean, already makes me feel like my eye has, something. So it's not so bad. So anyways, just to go over again through it all really quickly. So if you want to just if you just want the depth, you can use the same contour on your crease like that and try to open your eyes so you can see what you're doing because if you don't then you're going to apply it right where where the eyelid closes and then you're going to lose all the color. So when you open your eye you see what you're doing and then in the corner you just lift a little bit and then go down. And the rest, like I said, in the middle, I like to add something shiny, maybe. And then you can combine three colors or you can combine just two and yeah, just play with it. Yes. Any questions?
Love it. Love it. That was really good. Easy to
Okay.
follow. Your eyes
Yes.
always look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if anybody has anything, don't hesitate to ask. But man, thank you. That was wonderful. I love seeing your color choices and placement.
Mhm.
Awesome. It makes
I
a
love
difference.
again how you use the contour as your eyeshadow, like another multi-purpose product. I'm all about that. I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Love it. We're better together. We just learn from each other. So good. Okay. Awesome. Janetta, did you have a question or you just?
No,
Okay.
I was just going to say that since I've gotten older, my eyelids are falling, down on my lashes. I don't even have any eye makeup on today, but I do the full face thing. But I've been trying to work with this crease, trying to put a little color in there to take away the depth of
Mm-hmm.
my lid falling on the lashes,
Yeah.
trying to give it a different look
Yes.
when I do put some on with the lighter color, in the middle to brighten my eye up. And it's fun to play with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a little bit of result.
Good.
I'm not a real eyeshadowy type person in the first place, so using some of the darker colors to try to hide that
Mm-hmm.
is it's working out.
Good. It's just kind of the visual illusion, right? Something
Mm-hmm.
forward,
Yes.
something sit back. Don't notice
Mm-hmm.
that. We're good.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
love it.
I was gonna ask that question because I have kind of hooded eyelids too, where they're
Uh-huh.
so I didn't know if you had better results with darker colors or lighter colors.
Go with the darker up in the crease
Mm-hmm.
and like she was showing, and then put something lighter towards the middle of your eye. Uh, and I use a highlighter under my brow
Mm-hmm.
as well, which will bring out, it kind of makes your eye pop. Um, I have very thin eyebrows. I don't color them, but when my makeup order comes in, I got the brow kits so I
Good.
can play with those to see
Mm-hmm.
if I'm going to like it or not.
Yeah.
Because I used to use an eyebrow pencil all the time, but I got away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just used to looking at myself like I am. And
Yeah.
then when I put it on, it's like, that's weird.
Yeah, I
That
feel
So
happens.
it almost looks like too much.
Yeah. Holly, kind of the thought of what Janetta just said is dark makes something recede. And so that fleshy part, because I'm hooded as well, that comes down, if you put a dark color in the middle of it, it'll help it sit back and give you
Hmm.
that depth and dimension that you want. And then if you do lighter on the lid part, then the lid pops forward, which is what we would
Right.
rather. We don't want the hood shining. We want the the lid. So that's kind of the method is put some dark in the middle, not like black, but darker
No,
to create depth and then light up the lid so it'll pop forward and you're like, yes, I was born this way.
yeah.
that's right.
I know. I always feel like when I wear eyeshadow, it's kind of pointless because I can't really see it anyways. I'm always like, why am I bothering putting multiple colors on because I can't see it?
What Christina just showed you will change the game. It really
Yes.
will, because I had the same problem. So I mean, basically we're faking a crease. I was telling people we're faking it. Like I've got color through there. That's not where my actual crease is, but that's where my crease is supposed to be.
Right,
So
right.
Hmm.
it's just, creating the illusion. So
Yeah.
good. Awesome. 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 And again, thank you, Christina, for sharing that and preparing
Yes.
that. So I wanted to just walk over a little kind of recap. Amy and I were talking this week, and she was just like, okay, I know we have a lot of awesome resources, but like, how am I supposed to like use this and just daily do my business? Like, how do I boil all of this down? We've got prompts and we've got reflection and we've got trackers and all the things. And so I typed it out, I emailed it. So hopefully all of you got it. Let me know if you didn't because you were all on the email. But I thought, let's just look at it together. So you can kind of see. And then if there's a document you're not sure what it is, we can talk about it. I will tell you all the documents that I mentioned are in boards in the folder, Mary Kay, the Love Led Way.
Take your phone into a different.
Sure, you can take my phone into a different room.
I need to update my email address with you, Jess. That's probably why I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, I noticed it's super old. I was like,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
got
see.
locked out of it. It's the same email I had had since high school, and I got locked out. And so I'm like devastated because I've had the same email for 25 years.
Right? Oh my goodness. Yes. Send me a new address because I was sending them, but I was like, I honestly don't know if they're getting there because this name is very old.
Yeah. That
So,
was 3 names ago.
right? I love it. So you'll see it here on the screen and then I'll forward it on to you. But okay, so how to live out your rhythm. How do you just do the things? And this, I want to make sure I can see it. Move things out of the way here. This is it. So the ideal is on the weekend. Maybe Sunday is like a prep day for you, maybe Saturday's a prep day for you, whatever works. You want to go through the questions in the Love Led Weekly Rhythm Map to prepare your heart, your mind, and your identity for the week ahead. That is a place where it's just going to ask you questions and help you think through what you want to do this coming week, but not in a just like, oh, what do I need to say? What do I figure out? But no, like, what do you really want to do? And so I'm trying to, there, nope, here it is. I'm gonna screen share this so you can just see a visual. It is in Boards, Weekly Rhythm Map. It just says clarify your weekly focus. What problem do I want to solve for my dream customer this week? Which part of my life, which of my values or something I believe could help my customers feel more connected to me as a human being? And then lastly, what product or customer story could I share that reinforces what's possible in the area of service that you talked about on the first day? And then occasionally you can do invitation content. Don't even have to worry about that in the beginning though. So like don't stress. But if you can think about, okay, how can I really connect my content? How can I have a plan of what I want to talk about this week and where I'm going? Um, then you get to plan your rhythm, which I will say, I have no idea why this says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't know. It drives me bonkers, but I'm not in charge of the documents. So you're picking your content. And again, it's a reminder, service content is what problem does my dream customer need help with right now? And that's what you speak to. We have chat prompts. So we have the prompts to get you way further down the road, but this is just boiling it down. What's the point? Authenticity. What part of my life, values, or beliefs builds trust? What are things you love, things you believe, things that matter? They don't always have to be super deep, but just things that are important. And then thirdly, what product or story shows people what's possible? That's your transformation post. If you just do those three per week, you're on a foundational level of growing your business. It's not falling backwards, it's growing. So, three prompts, and then these are bonus options. If you feel like, wow, I'm loving it, I'm doing great, you can do more, but you do not need to. Do not need to. So, three posts for the week that have authenticity isn't connected to your business, but you're turning on your business mind. I am working, I am being intentional to connect authenticity or authentically. But only two of the posts are going to touch your business and things in your business. So, three posts, few
I
reminders.
have a question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to open that file,
Mhm.
but I see con content rhythm map. Is that it?
Yeah.
But I open it and I don't see what you have
Let me
on
check.
there. It might be an
Sometimes,
older
yeah,
version of
sometimes
it.
things do change. I thought that I had it all updated,
It's
but
Mary Kay, the Love Let Way, and I click there and then content rhythm map.
okay, this is actually sure. Okay, this is not a bad thing, but this is way more, way more information.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually stick it in here right now. Um,
Okay.
Love Led Weekly Rhythm Map. This should be the right thing. Yeah. Okay. Now it's there. The correct one.
Perfect.
So the longer one is great. It's overview, but it's 17 pages, and you do not have to do that every week. You don't have to go through that every week. This is just to kind of mentally prepare. You may not even have to like print this rhythm thing every week, like the whole thing. It's just stopping before the week starts to think through. What am I going to talk about? And then the third step is to reflect on what worked, realign where you need to. So, what is your your content looking like? What are you actually talking about? What's feeling aligned? What wins did you see? What lessons are you learning? It's just being intentional to think before or as you get started in your week. So you have just a direction that you're heading, because that's the point of content, is to build belief and build trust in the people out there that we care. And so that's the rhythm map. That would be the first thing you want to do when you start your week, or before you start your week, ideally. Now I need to get my email back
Can
up.
we touch base again real quick in an overview, like the definition of service, authenticity, and transformation?
Yeah.
Like what, because that's where I kind of get confused. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, no, you're not crazy at all. Service content is service that helps someone with the problem that they are dealing with without directly talking about our products or our services. So if it could be anything, but what I will tell you is the prompts that we have now are focused more on building belief in your customer and helping them feel seen by you. It's not about sharing the best tips.
Okay.
The tips are like the least important part of the post. And I have been shocked to see how it's changing my content. To think about what I started writing a year ago in October and what I put out yesterday, completely different content. Still service, still not addressing my product, my services, but speaking to women in a completely different way of going, hey, I see what you're going through. I understand it too myself. And hey, here's something to remember.
I know before you mentioned like one thing, like a client was struggling, her teenage daughter was struggling with acne or something, and instead of like telling her what products we had about acne, you were sending her information on how like her water intake and the food she was eating
Yeah.
could contribute to that. So that's kind of what you're talking about as far as service goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So, and inside of boards, there's a breakdown of this as well. So when you click on, well, let me just screen share. Might as well. Might as well. Want to make sure this is all super, super clear. Because if it feels murky, we won't do it. But if it feels clear, then we might. So we're inside of the MK the Love Led Way folder. This is pretty much like everything we need now. And when you go to Love Led Content, and you click on service content, you'll see just a guide. Do a post every Monday. And then this is what you're going to share with chat. And it's going to help you decide, what is your dream customer struggling with right now? Describe it clearly and emotional. What do they wish was different? So it's going to have you answer these questions as you go. What angle do you want? Do you want me to? Do you want I see you? And then it's going to help you build your post. So it's all built in to that inside of boards. Does that make sense? So if you post or paste that into chat, it'll ask you the questions and it'll help you figure out what you really want to talk about. Yesterday, I was like, I got nothing. I do not care about anything today. But I was like, okay, this is where I try. And so I went into ChatGPT and I posted that chat scripting. And it was like, what problem do you want to talk about? And I'm like,
So you just copy and pasted it?
You copy paste that entire thing into chat, and then chat will spit back to you. Okay, tell me this, Holly. Tell me this, Holly. What's your leadership statement, Holly? And it'll ask you, and you are just going to answer the questions, and then it's going to pull your post together for you. Now, once it did that, I read it and I was like, this is fine, but this is a little gushier than I am. And so I was like, can we more tailor this to back to school and moms with kids? And it was like, sure. And we did that. No, Zoom, don't die. My computer's doing crazy, like my Zoom is doing weird things. So I hope I don't get kicked out. Weird. So over time, you can read it and go, okay, I hear you. I see this chat, but this still doesn't feel fully like me. Let's twist it like this. Or, you know what, this is a little cheesy. Can we make this a little more practical? You'll be able to fine tune it, but it's going to help you hit on what matters most in your post. That you're speaking directly to your dream customer, and she reads the first two lines of your post and actually clicks see more. Because most people only see two lines and they're scrolling. And so when they read the first two lines of your post, you want them to go, she's talking to me. That's that's what we want to do. So that's service. Authenticity posting is where you share something else that you value that's really important to you. So I talk a lot about faith with my authenticity posts because I've been on such a journey of transformation and viewing things different and praying different and engaging with God different. So I talk a lot about those things where it's like whatever topic I feel like really like, I'm excited to share this with the world. And I just put that out there. It could be adoption. It could be um, I don't know, like working out, like anything at all that is super important to you, kids, family, just something where you're sharing a little more on a deep level, though. You can do the light stuff whenever you want, normal living life posts, that's fine. But authenticity is meant to reveal something you really hold precious or believe deeply. And again, the prompt is there. It will help you figure out what you want to say and how to say it in a succinct way. 150 to 200 words max. Um, and then Friday, transformation, you're tying back to that service post, not in your words. You're not saying, okay, I talked on Monday. You're not doing that, but whatever problem you talked about, like let's pull back what you said, Holly, like a girl's kiddo is struggling and you share tips that are unconnected to a product, but ways to help them with their acne. First and foremost, let me say, do not give more than 1 to 2 tips if you put a tip in your service post. You do not want 4 or 5 posts tips in one post. You're wasting your time. You're throwing too much out at one time. So like you could split that into 5 different posts. So that's what I say, what I mean by wasting. Um, People don't need a million tips. They can go to ChatGPT and chat will tell them what to do for their skin. So it's not that we are the answer queen. It's just we care enough to remind them, hey, if your kiddo is struggling, I've been there. I know how you feel. Here's one thing that's really helped us. And just know it's going to be all right and it's worth the fight. So that's the purpose. But then Fridays when you get to boldly and openly say, "Hey, this product has helped." So for me last week it was just acne treatment gel. Aaliyah needed it last week and we were putting it on and she's like, "Is it going to hurt? Is it going to, do I have to like not touch it? Like what does it look like?" And I'm like, "No, it's just there and you just move on with your life." And walking through that with her, I'm like, am not expecting to make $1 million from that. No, but it's just sharing real helpful tools that we moms need to help our kiddos to feel good. And so you can look back at the post if you want, or if you want to see. Um, but the prompts, that's what I used. I literally used the prompts in there. I'm not even attempting to write content without those prompts because it helps me stay on track and not just bleh, all of my thoughts. Does that make sense, Holly? Is that helpful?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. If you're just starting, you can always pick service and do service first and do that a couple weeks and then add in authenticity. Do that a couple weeks. Like you don't have to come out of the gate with 3. But the prompts do help. They really help. I can get a post in 30 minutes typically from 0 to hero. And sometimes I'll work on it and then I'll just let it sit for a little bit. Like let me make sure. Am I just trying to get this done or am I really speaking from what I believe, and from my heart? And so there's no rush. But that's what the content is. Let me go back to this. Okay. So on the weekend, you want to go through the weekly rhythm map and map out like, what do I want to talk about? How do I want to serve people this week? Hey, look, you can even see right there, Amy, Christina, Sarah, Holly, Janetta. I didn't lie. You're all on the list. I sent it to. Second, When you get started on Monday, you need your Core 4 rhythm tracker. We have our daily win tracker that you're going to use. You also need to have your engaged leads list, like who am I talking to? Who am I working with? And then the two new guides that are in there that we've been working off of is the AI guide and the conversation guide, but those are in boards. So you don't need pieces of paper. They are what I put in boards. Um, so you can literally just have boards open. And when you're writing content, you use that. And when you're conversing with people, you use the authentic outreach folders and you've got everything. So you don't need those two documents. That's just where they came from. And all week long, you make some posts and you connect with people. Make some posts, connect with people. That's what you're doing. And then when the week ends, there are a few questions to answer. And we haven't talked about the leadership loop yet. Actually, yes, we did. We did talk about it actually. Did I put it in boards? I don't think I put it in there yet, but it's about just finding the invisible wins of how you're growing, taking a lesson from that that you can apply to next week instead of just looking at, did I get a tangible win? Did I make more money? Did I build new customers? It's backing up and going, okay, what happened on the inside with me this week? Where did I rise above my temptation to do this? Or where did I lean in instead of pulling back? Or where did I hit post instead of circling and spiraling? So I did not put that prompt yet in boards, but I'll get it put in there. And that's what we went over. I think it was last week. I think it was last week. So my goal was simply to help with all the different materials and stuff that we have. The point is, think before you start your week, get prepped, work off of your tracker and the guides that you have for chat GPT prompts and for authentic outreach. Work through that. And then at the end of the week, you're just going to look back and go, hey, where did I feel aligned? Where did I feel like I was showing up in love to genuinely serve and lead? And where was I like crazy in the head? Or where did I get distracted or discouraged or off? And really building in this rhythm of we're not fear-led achievers. We're not out there striving. We're not just trying to be heard and make noise, but we're genuinely seeking to serve the women that God has put on our hearts to serve. So that's how it all boils back down. Questions on that? Okay. Um, I am on Wednesday mornings at 9 Central Time. I lead a Core 4 working session every week for your virtual upline. And it's just an hour working session. Everybody gets on. I play music and I just help move through the 4 segments, but everybody's working and then they ask questions in the chat. I can't give you the login for that, of course, but I can multi-stream. So I have Zoom on my computer and then I can log into my other Zoom on my phone and have both accounts running. If that is a time frame that any of you guys would want to get on and just work and ask questions, I'm already sitting here as a captive audience leading through it. I'm more than happy to start up our team Zoom and have that going at the same time. And so you would hear me saying, okay, guys, here's what we're starting with. Here's what to work on. You would work, ask questions in the chat. I'll just, bounce back and forth. And then I would move to the next segment in the second 15 minutes. Okay, now we're moving into authentic outreach. Do you have your boards app open? Do you have your list of leads? Let's go. And then that process. So if you just need somebody to sit by and like just work together in mostly silence, but to just be together, I'm more than happy if y'all are interested and you want to do that on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, 9 Central Time, 10 Eastern Time, straight hour in and out. I would just need to know so I can turn on that Zoom. I'm also often on one on Thursday nights at 7 Central, 8 Eastern Time. And same exact thing. I don't always lead that one, but it wouldn't be hard to just say I'm muted so I could anyway, those two I'm consistently on. And so I just wanted to mention it. If you feel like, man, that would just be cool to know I wasn't doing it alone and Jess was just there or other girls were there and we're working and asking questions together. I'd love to have any of you guys. I know Amy's very interested in doing that. So she's not here tonight, but she's asked me about it as well. So just wanted to open that up. Wednesdays, 9 Central, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central, are two easy slots. Also, I'm often on Mondays at 11 Central Time, 12 Eastern Time. I don't lead that one, but many times I'm on that one. So if any of those times work, I just figure I'm sitting here anyway. We might as well just expand it if I can. So just let me know if that would be good and we can work it out, work the details, or put it in the chat or in Facebook like, hey, I want to come and join you, and I'll turn on my
What
Zoom.
time on Mondays was that, Jess?
11 Central, 12 Eastern. So
And the
Yeah,
Wednesday one is the morning or PM?
Wednesday morning,
morning. I think
9.
that one works for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at work.
Yeah. Then Thursday evening. And
Mhm.
honestly, it might even be where I could like have my volume on, and you might even be able to hear Megan or Danielle or one of our coaches who's leading just say, "Hey, time to move on to this." Like I could definitely like sneak the support. So, not a big deal. It's not a huge step. But if any of those times would work, I'll try to put that in writing in Facebook as well or in our Voxer group. And the door is open. So just let me know and we'll make it work
Mhm.
and try to help support you guys in getting some work time in. So, but that's all I got for tonight. So,
That was one of my questions. Are you still using Voxer? That must be go through your email. That's why I'm not getting any of that.
I don't use Voxer a lot. It's
Okay.
not a constant. Oh, she took my phone. I was like, "Where's my phone?" It's very infrequent these days. Just, I don't know. I don't have as many things to say.
Our
Like,
Bible study is on there for
Yeah,
Fridays. You'll get
yes,
that
Oh
one.
yeah, what time are you guys doing that?
that is 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central.
Fridays.
Hmm?
On
Which,
Fridays.
yeah, yeah, every week.
You said 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock? I'm sorry.
I know it's confusing because time zones, one
Okay.
o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
Let me just tell you that. You don't need to know Central. 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Exactly.
It's bad. I have folks on the Pacific all the way to the E, and I'm always like, okay. And we
Which
share
way am I going?
calendars, and I'm like, okay, what time zone am I looking at? Is this my time? Is this
Where am I?
ah? I'll put something on, and I'll be like, nope, that was wrong. Delete it off.
So I have a random question,
Mhm.
but the town that we moved to in Florida, I have a friend that lives here from high school that I've reconnected with, and she's going through a lot right now and has a child with special needs, severe
Mm.
autism, and things. And she had actually just texted me about a Bible study, and she said, I don't even have a Bible anymore.
Oh,
Um, and so I'm like, girl, I have a ton of them here. I will totally give you one. But would it be okay, like the next Bible study we have, could I invite her to be a part of that with us, even though she's
sure.
not in our group? Like, I just feel like she could really use some like other female support.
Yes. Yes, definitely. If
Okay.
she's
I
hungry.
didn't know if, yeah, I didn't know if it was something for just our, you know,
I mean,
You
we
never
never
know.
have advertised it outside of that, mainly just
right.
Yeah,
because it's our little community. But it does
yeah,
not mean we don't welcome someone who's hungry and who has a need. So,
exactly.
Yeah, I think she really does. So,
yeah, yeah, feel free.
okay.
We love it. And we would love to have her, you, anyone.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, y'all, I hope that as you move into your weeks, I'm sure they're full and busy and a lot going on. I'm feeling it. My brain's like melting some days these days. Um,
Mm.
I just pray that more than anything, you can be present in your moments, present when it's family time, present at the job, present when you're doing your Mary Kay time. And I know so much has changed this year, like so much has changed of how we're thinking and operating, and it's continued to morph. But the end of the day is, can we help see women? And can we help understand what their needs are and offer love, offer support, and then solutions that we may have? Like, that's what we're doing. And we're doing it at a peaceful pace that works for your life. And I'm here to support you in that. So if you get confused, you're unsure, I'm here for that. But more than anything, I truly believe the Lord has people who just need the love that have learned how to stop and notice people and care and pour into them. And so that's what we're doing. Finding problems, helping women, inviting them to Bible study, whatever it might be. We have such a privilege to get to do that and to get to do it as a team. So I'm grateful for you guys very much.
And for you too. I mean, look at
Yes, fearless
things
leader.
that really changed in my life.
Mm,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. It's a joy to connect and to be together, and I don't take it lightly. So,
Mm-mm.
but I should let you go. We're getting just past the hour, and I want to respect your time and let y'all get back to bed, kids, all the things. So, thanks for being here. Next week,